that is how it's wrong. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how it's wrong. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how it's wrong.
This where we from, with the love, the people, the music, we all come as one. What have you done? Folks, they just talking like they are just bosses or something. I got problems day to day, my people dying. Got my family watching, any haters writing. Just realize I'm in a better place. Gonna write it out till I'm finished, man, and that's work. Niggas now talking like they gon' do it bigger. Hey, your lady in the back, now they hurt. Dog, look at that, try to blow up a cell while she all on T. Wait, I been on the grind, so it's all on me. What's the steez? People try, but it can't complete. I be damned if I ain't the one that can't complete. Cause I came from a place where the bombs to see. Real talk. Nothing can stop me. Boy, what are you doing? The game is so clueless. Where's that new? Where's that Tito? I had to take a break for a few. I thought I had lost it. Found my passion, found a girl, break my heart. Swear to God, when I start realizing I'm a beast with it. Everybody gon' eat with me, go down, have a feast with me. For my day one, A1s. Pretty girls don't care what people think. On the news, people dying on day to day. Mess around, be a shirt or a poster. So I don't got time now. Be playing what he wanna be, rappers, yeah, I'm on now. What you thought now? I can't do it like that, you a lame. Got all this game and I still ain't the same where I came from.
I told my daughter if you wanna rap, then rap. But I think you should be a princess. I told her boyfriend if he gon' cap, then cap. And he gon' get his chin check. I told my chauffeur to make a left. Tell the cops don't put me over, I ain't taking that breath. No, I'm not getting out the car, I ain't showing you shit. And no, I ain't taking them steps. Cause I know I'm gonna be under arrest. Cause I'm high as fuck, I just lit it up. Plus I got call up my wife, tell her come get the car. And she gon' see the bitch in my trunk. Whole lot of money, I stack all the 20s. I burn through the ones, I get what I want. Spend all the 50s, I pass out the hundreds. I swear on my mama, my karma will come. That's because all of the commas I front. I like my money with commas in front. I like my bitch with a thong up her button. They're natural with hair like she Lauren or something. I like my chips in the ruffles with onions. I like my bricks in the duffel with butter. I like the Glocks on the table, the pumps in the closet, and I like the dope in the oven. I like my hoe when they naked. I fuck them so reckless, and then I'm gonna come on her stomach. Hold up. Fuck happened to the beat, bro?
Hey, bro, that's cool and all, but weren't you supposed to be dissing Chess?
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that little nigga. Alright, let's get it. Cake life, I ain't even make no diss track. Why you got my name in them shit raps? Oh, cause your honor so relevant, big fat. Nigga, I blow your motherfucking head off your shoulder and leave it on your front porch gift wrap. Leave no prints, don't leave no stench. Now the feds come through like it must been a mishap. Big facts, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You got the wrong nigga out of this class. Better give all that shit to them other little niggas over here, cause you won't get your shit back. I got 2 Glock 9s and they both got 30s all black and the rest still mismatched. Running your house with a 30 in the gym bag. Now you got a new house guest like Sinbad. Big fact, fuck is you from? All you gon' see is a tech in the drum. All we gon' leave is a mess when we come. You just gon' see me in Rex with a gun. You just gon' see my index and my thumb. You just gon' see a suppressor then run. All you gon' hear is a pop pop followed by dot mob, then another pop pop, then another bop bop rum. I'm the little bitch, I'm the #1 stunner. You talk all that shit, I'm gon' handle your plumbing. Had smack at your funeral, reading the statement like Dilly departed. My #1 gunner, don't fuck with me, stupid. This ain't what you wanna. I get on my knees and I pray for a bust it. Did Heavenly Father, I wish that he would. Then I blow the cake on them suckers. I call her Rex for the pies and the chicken. I call her Mook, get on live with the bitches. He let me know by surprise where you living. I be at your door like, how, who is it? Mama like Raekwon, can't have visits. I be like, damn, how old the little nigga? She like, damn, that's a grown little nigga, then blam. Now you live alone, little nigga. We hide them bitches to find where you living. No ties, no printers, no wires, no witness. No time for religion. My niggas is atheists. Remington shoot with 100 for radius. I got the drop right to where your location is. I drop a op like he entered the matrix. And all of that violence, your honor was made for it. Everybody smelling like bacon bits. I ain't got time for no hating shit. Had to just break a brick and give it back to the gang. You do $1 million, I'm worth about $1 million. I promise you, nigga, this shit ain't the same. You call up Tay-Rock and Steams a spa. This is the difference I'm trying to explain. Your best friend battling a bitch this weekend and my best friend in the All-Star game. We not the same. 15 racks in the book bag, nigga, this pocket chain. We not the same. Just gave Mook the SK looking like a stock exchange, but we not the same. I ain't even about to finish that shit. Hey, Chess, give me 35. Give me 35 if I can finish this shit for you. Chess, rock, arse, lux, rock again, arse again, lux again, verb, DNA, GC. Better yet, Treachy. Shine, you my brother. Much love, you already know. DNA, you dead, man. Mickey Facts, dry snitching ass. Don't enter my spawn sessions no more. You just gon' cap the other niggas, nigga. Weak nigga. I been him, always have been and will be. You don't like the name, then kill me. just for fucking spar with clips. I gotta spar with Mook, cause y'all niggas ain't it. It's different up here. Big capital. I'm grown.
Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. Nigga work with a dog collar. How the fuck I'm supposed to raise from the ghetto if the pay little? Every man that I know got a plan. Every man that I know work for the man. Speak for me and breathe air you breathe. So I know I got something to achieve. In the mind of a state, give a fuck on what it take. I'm a millionaire, billionaire. See you when I get there. For now, let's grind in the ghetto state of mind. Put the pedal to the floor, I got a steep hill to climb. That money on my mind, gamble everything of mine. Rather be broke than to live with a yoke. Nowadays, people slave for a little bit of hope. Guess I better ball hard, spit a bar, sell dope. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake. Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. What it take for a real nigga get a break? Made a contribution, fuck retribution. Laid a foundation, still motherfucker hate. Rather see a nigga broken, see him elevate. Know if you made it through, now contemplate what I'm here for. Appearance of the Jim Crow, probably just mockery, jokes and hypocrisy. Take a stand and the folks on top of me. Call a guard, come fast with security. They pounce hard and wanna press charge. Made a little progress and I'm still under stress. Saw a little bit of change, but the attitude the same. Like I'm back in the hood with a Glock and I'm good. Sabotage myself, I don't need no help. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake. Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. Give me that right on the backside, in the limelight. This my time, right? Should I see through it? Put heat to it. Let the time pass, never speak to it. Who would I be? To stay silent is calamity. So I came to speak. Got a million man strong with a right to bear arms. All it take is a song. Play the shit in a song. Super grip on my phone. Got the video and drone. Catch a glimpse of the ruckus is the movement and push. Nigga tired of being pushed. Now police in the streets with the riot getting heat. Rubber bullets in the shield just to make us know the feel. One shot, one kill. Nigga dead in the street cause the bullet was for real. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake.
Yeah. Smack Myron. This one for you, boo. You know I love your cute ass. Yeah. Girl, you knowin' what it is. A year or two, boo. I can see you with my kids. Girl, you make a thug wanna get a legal gig. I can see us doing big on whips, on crib. I love you like a fat killer cake. You know my style, I say anything to make you smile. Staying home with my chick and my iPod on shuffle. Me and my main bitch with Tupac playing in the back. Phone on plane mode and I ain't do a day in the trap, nah. But I'm puffing that la la la. Pimp game by the smooth as a lullaby. You know the weed that I roll, about to make a nigga doze off. On the tip, both taking our clothes off, you so soft. Other women don't matter. Other niggas wishing that they had a girl, you sweet as a mango. You got Mac gone in the wind. When you're not around, we tango. So look, girl, damn, your body so alarming. I ain't been this gone since this chick named Sherman. So what you wanna do? Sit back and play? Or hit the movies early for a matinee? Please us, the notorious Mac. Just snapped every booth, I kill tracks, I'm out. Girl, you know what it is. A year too, boo. I can see you with my kids. Girl, you make a thug wanna get a legal gig. I can see us doing big on whips, on crib. I love you like a fat killer cake. You know my style, I say anything to make you smile. Girl, you know what it is. A year too, boo. I can see you with my kids. Girl, you make a thug wanna get a legal gig. I can see us doing big on whips, on crib. I love you like a fat killer cake. You know my style, I say anything to make you smile. Girl, I love you like Tupac. Songs or a new watch, cooling on your rooftop. I'm big as hell and wavy, bigger veil. Flow, sickle cell, translate sick as hell. Well, I ain't never had a chick like you. I'm blessed, hot you, nah, girl, I'm not through. Far from a know-it-all, girl, I'm not you. Some chicks say I'm one night, chicks not true. Pretty as can be, little young old beauty. Need a short bus for that dumb old booty. Yeah, baby, you define beauty. Plus more, who am I to judge? Judy, we real close friends to the bud like Rudy. And Chi-Town, getting high, coolly. No blunt date, fat zigzag doobie. Got me cause the ex played out like Gucci. You the one for sure, I do dig. And you love my kids like they was your kids. Had a few niggas, but that was your biz. Them cats I don't know, so where you wanna go? Sandro, Pay, NYLA. Harlem of the Bay, boo, where you wanna play? About to make Matt call up his best man. Girl, I'm about to put a ring on that left hand. Yeah, girl, you know what it is. A year too, boo. I can see you with my kids. Girl, you make a thug wanna get a legal gig. I can see us doing big on whips, on crib. I love you like a fat killer cake. You know my style, I say anything to make you smile. Girl, you know what it is. A year too, boo. I can see you with my kids. Girl, you make a thug wanna get a legal gig. I can see us doing big on whips, on crib. I love you like a fat killer cake. You know my style, I say anything to make you smile.
Peso Picasso, Peso La Bird, whatever you want to call it.
Perfect. Perfect.
Hey.
Perfect. Perfect.
Hey. Hey. I'm on this shit that they not on. They say let bygones be bygones. Grip on the net like a python. Jump out the top like I'm Zion. I want a realist, no caption. Need a little bitch in the fashion. She bust it back like we crashing. I tell my shit, I'm about action. Hop in the studio, turn to assassin. I'm about those, no time for distraction. Can you imagine? Beamer to Aston. Ha, past them, I'm in the league of my own. Like mobile, I guess of myself. They like, so what you own? I'm working for generation wealth. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. Ay, 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the pop-on. Ay, nigga, I'm stone. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. You niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the pop-on. Ay, nigga, I'm stone. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta sit back, enjoy life, cause you don't know how long you gonna be here. Hey, I'm in the league of my own. might just go play for myself. All of this shit that you own, your dollars ain't making no sense. Don't act like you knew me, that's pretense. Took that little bitch to the deep end. She wanna slide for the weekend. Do say got me tweaking. Knew as a youngin', I've been up to something. I ain't body cousins, but I'm on the block like I'm drumming. I got the drip like I'm gonna. I'll make her wanna. I'ma hit it 4 times. You can call me stunner. They say you too smooth, but slid out the gutter, but still in the cut, so you could get cut up. Still in the cut, so you could get cut up. Know to the shit that I'm on. You niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. Ay, 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the pop-on. Ay, nigga, I'm stone. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. You niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the pop-on. Ay, nigga, I'm stone.
Picasso, Bitch on the Bird, whatever you want to call it. I sick of class, started making classics.
Let go. Heard that boy want some pressure, I came to address it. He pussy, I know that he hiding up. My name is not Nate, but I got me a Drake. When I catch him, I swear that I'm robbing some. For a Nick, my shooters will pop at him. Leave him dead for the Jakes, how I'm vlogging him. Homicide detectives and officers sliding them charges, you better call coroner. All this money got my arms so as fuck. That bitch hella think I'm adoring her. Nigga ain't from the side, he a foreigner. Fuck what they talking, my nigga, I'm going up. From the streets, you stayed on that corner. I stacked to my bread, I might buy back the corner. Double up just in that order, learn from the OGs and forces. Keep my head up above the water, ducking informants. Niggas be looking like rats, asking me this and all that. Get the fuck back, I keep a fire on deck, so please don't think like that. Matter of fact, let's pray for him. Niggas be talking shit and still ain't doing nothing. They play talking. Niggas ain't hard to find, you think we blind until that stick touch him. Got him laying in the clothes coffin, had his mama grieving about the boy often. Should've told him, but I guess the boy lost it. Boy, that's it. Riding with a tool, think we fools, boy, we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' out the 6. Want my money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, but we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, but we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' out the 6. Want my money all when I slide in the event. I want that shit in all cash. Young nigga gotta keep a big bag. Spit out the rest, make them last. Going full speed, I can't crash. These rats make her do her dance. Till a nigga don't play, he can take his chance. She wanna fuck one glance. Bitch put down my pants. Lost on the rock like Nemo. Money on my mind, my ego. This shit don't get simple. Come check the credentials. Get head in the back of the rental. Don't get slapped, you get popped like a pimple. I ain't broke like drop, bitch, get no ride. Put it up with some vibes. Put on doing time. This shit gon' blow, they ain't mine. GVS leave a nigga blind. They hit him on sight, no crime. So you better keep that eye. Money and focus on the future, nigga. This drip on look futurist. They gon' love this like Cuban hit 'em. Can't deny this real rhythm. Going 8 shit, no zoo. Them bitches coming too, tell them to bring they crew. When I walk, I'm a big stepper. These ain't my jealous, but they still cost a grip. Boy, that's it. Riding with a tool, think we fools, boy, we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' out the 6. Want my money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, boy, we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' out the 6. Want my money all when I slide in the event.
Shout out down, brother, man.
Fuck going on, there's a whole lot of ice shit going on.
Gang, man, gang. 20 gang. If it ain't 20 gang, it ain't nothing.
Underdogs winning. What the fuck they talking? Hey, the underdogs winning. Underdogs winning.
Backwards when I roll, 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no, gas all I smoke. Backwards when I roll, 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no, I get fly for no reason, never I commit treason. Fuck the bitch that I'm leaving, already I'm bleeding. Ooh, dropped out, I ain't stay in school. Make mines, had to break the rules. Fast cars and fancy jewels, front on me, you gon' make the news. That's bad for show that, just letting you know that. I be low where your hoe at, show me where the dough at. I roll around, I hold it down to the ground. I run the town, go 100 miles, got 100 styles. Be running wild while the money pile. Gas all I smoke, backwards when I roll, 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no, gas all I smoke. Backwards when I roll, 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no. I'm sauced up, I'm dripping, I'm bossed up, I'm pimping, I'm double cupping, I'm sipping. Them niggas hating and tripping, I'm taking all of they bitches, I'm making all of my riches. I handle all of my business, then peel off with the quickness. Lord, can I get a witness? Buy everything expensive, there's food for thought for them dishes. Be careful with your wishes, you never know how far I go. Hold tight, won't let it go, no one else.
What is going on, everybody? Can you hear me okay? Just opened up the Restream chat. So if you can, go ahead, type in something. You know, chat, let's see if it's working. How is everybody doing today? Wonderful Sunday, man. If you're in the Illinois area, you are experiencing some good weather right now. So, feeling great. Oh, got my drink ready. What does it say? Coffee is a hug in a mug. Not drinking coffee, though. You feel me? How is everybody doing? Bro, Joe, what is going on? Chelsea's World, let's go. Not that strong this time. I was smart. How is everybody doing? Hope I'm not too loud. Got a lot to talk about. I know you're probably looking like, why the hell am I in the warehouse? Man, that's because they got pallet jacks. They got different pallets. We can put all the chips on there. You know what I'm saying? My chips. Yes. Everybody listening out there, if you're listening on the podcast or whether you're watching via Facebook, via YouTube, wherever you are watching from, thank you for tuning in from the bottom of my heart. Just want to go ahead and provide you guys some wonderful content today on Sunday. Okay, if it's nice weather, you probably already enjoyed it. And now you're coming in. Now you probably got your devices, you're picking up and you're relaxing. And that's where I come in. Can I do that? Can I do that? Thank you. First, let me see in the chat. I don't. Okay, our Dino. Wow, our Dino on the streak, man. I appreciate it. But we got some subjects. Let's go ahead and just flip the screen because I want to go ahead and get to the subjects. I want to get a lot of you guys calls on this. As I go through, I'll probably do something like maybe I'll flip different screens on each subject so you guys know where I'm at. Okay, but nonetheless, the first, I don't even think we need to talk no further, man. These clone SX mod chips I'm hearing is a real deal. Okay, so for all those, just think of how many people out there. Now, this is just me, and you guys can feel me when I say this. There are many people out there who are sitting there just desperately waiting for clone mod chips for their Nintendo Switch. You know why? Because there's many people out there who still have Nintendo Switches that have not been modded. Okay, we're going to go more details about it. So I was sent this from multiple people, but I seen a direct source in GBA Temp. I mess with GBA Temp. Holla at me. Okay, I remember when y'all flamed me back then. I ain't forgot. I remember who you were, but it's cool. It's cool. We go back. That's what happens. That's how you build. You get through the anger, the pain, and then we love each other. So GBA Temp, shout out to you. But let's go ahead and pull up this article here. And what's very weird is that everybody was talking about this is over. I remember saying, Dead Specimen. I see my man Dead Specimen in the chat. He was over here. Dead Specimen is one of those dudes that said, yo, it is over. I got my W back there. It's skin and bones, man. Okay, my W's, they're not getting it back. I locked it down from head to T. TX is done, man. I love them, but they're done. That's what I understood, Dead Specimen. Okay, that's what I understood. Might be wrong, but let's go ahead and pull it up. Bam. Okay, so GBA Temp, shout out to you. I may go through some of the comments. I like you guys on GBA Temp. Okay, and we got a lot more to talk about, so work with me, guys. Work with me, okay? But possible SX Switch mod chip clones appear on Taobao Marketplace. I don't know how you pronounce that. Is it Taobao? Taobao? I don't know. It's Taobao. Taobao, as I'm gonna take it. Now, that's why you guys see me in the warehouse right here. I was trying to get the first scoop on those chips. Okay, so I head back to the warehouse, trying to see what's up. But a challenger approaches as a possible imitation product based on Team Executor's SX Core mod chip has surfaced online. The discovery was initially posted to Chinese web forum Baidu, in which 2 images were uploaded with claims of them being clones of SX Core. Not Lite, guys, okay? So you SX Lite guys, hold up. But hey, we making progress towards that, so work with me. But supposedly this knockoff chip would support Atmosphere custom firmware for the Moriko and iPatch Nintendo Switch variants by soldering it exactly like you would an SX Core. So these chips coming out the gate would support Atmosphere and not Team Executor. Before I go any further, guys, I'm gonna read some more on that. Do you guys think that's any type of, do you think that Nintendo's gonna come down on them just as hard as they did Team Executor if this mod chip does not come with anything preloaded of anything Team Executor? Do you think it's biased? Like maybe Nintendo just goes, we don't care about those. We got who we wanted. Bowser versus Bowser, head up, championship bout, all the way to trial. Is it that? I don't know, but nonetheless, I'll go ahead and continue reading. These clones have already appeared on Taobao and Zanyu. I am terrible with these names of Chinese websites, guys, so please bear with me. Though they're currently priced at 700 yuan, which is $108 at the cheapest, while they may have secretly shipped off to various retailers to sell, yes, you read that right, it's still unknown as to whether or not these chips work or if they're reliable. That is something very key, okay? No word has been made as to whether or not the same mystery team has also cloned the SX Lite chips that have Switch Lite support either. Now you see below they put new chips have appeared recently. Zanyu has a batch of chips that can be bought in large quantities, which only support Atmosphere. Bought in large quantities. Okay, you get that. So, which is different from the previous TX chips. So it only support Atmosphere. So it doesn't support SXOS? Am I hearing this correctly? Can somebody correct this? Does it not support? Blasphemy. Okay, blasphemy. Blasphemy. TX, we go back like Ajax, Cracker Jacks, backbacks, all that, back. Okay. And hit the like button. What do y'all, you know what? I'm out. That's it. Okay, so y'all was here. You didn't hit the like button. You didn't hit the like button, so I got to leave. It's out. Got my drink. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to the warehouse. I got a pallet jack back there. It's all right. You guys you were nice. You know. Thank you guys. Okay. I won't go too much. All right. So anyways, new chips have appeared on that website, which only support Atmosphere. Now, there's some comments. I'm going to go through some of the comments. I'm going to give you guys some highlights right here. Who is Tendo84? Going to be interested if indeed they are real. I'm honestly surprised it took this long for something to come out expensive, though, says Tom Bombadildo. Man, that's crazy. Okay. Man, they better hope things don't go turning about the courts with Nintendo. That's silent_gunner. I hear you there. Okay, Tom Anderson, you have, wow, you have a wife? Okay, that's enough. We're not going to go through these comments. But, you know, I want to go ahead and speak with you guys. I want to say my part and what I think this is. And then I'll go ahead and I want to hear from you guys too. Okay, so I want to start by saying these SX clone chips, I do believe are real. I do believe it. Okay, now how much do I believe it? I don't know. I get a lot of stuff told to me all the times, but I believe this is real. So which means clone mod chips will come out, but these mod chips, what's very weird to me, and I'm gonna let you guys know, this is what is wild for me. These clone mod chips cost more than the original chips. This is something different. Now, I remember Xbox 360 when I was using the Cool Runner chips. Everybody remembers those Cool Runner chips. Woohoo! Xbox 360 Cool Runner. Woo-hoo. Everybody was using those. Okay, CR4s came out, and then CR4s was like, you got the masterpiece. But if you didn't have that, you had these different Cool Runner boards that were just really, at one point when TX stopped making them, they were all just clones. But the clones were cheaper. They were a lot cheaper. They did not cost the same amount as, you know, the chip even. So just think, now this one is coming out. It's a clone, but it costs $108. And it costs more than the original. But the original was tested. Not only tested, it was tested by beta testers. So it's not like this clone, and I was a beta tester, so I can tell you there was an actual trial run of people talking, being engaged, finding out problems and everything before the chip even came out. I can tell you that. These clone chips, we don't know. So one of the things they said is, how do we know it works? That is a valid damn question. I mean, it's damn near the best question there is. How do we know it works? Now, to my understanding, you know, people have done this. This is not the first time, okay? But now that they're just producing them like this, yes, that is something unheard to me. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and read some. Laugh my ass off. The Fit Girl. Fit Girl. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Don't start talking about Fit Girl. We get Fit Girl, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? You got it all. You got it all. But nonetheless, I just want to go ahead and get that off my chest. Anybody, how do you guys feel about those clone chips? Who is out there waiting? I know many of you are out there with a Nintendo Switch right now. My chipless. Hell, you probably can't even do nothing. It's a patched unit. All right. And I'm sure you can still get those older units. Just go out there and look. You probably have to pay a little more of a premium, but they're out there. They are out there. I see those units all the time. I mean, we got them in the warehouse back there. Let me run. Go. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna go back there and get that. I've been working too hard. I'm not gonna run back. You see all the way back there, man. Look all the way back there. It's a water fountain when I get down there. So, you know, nonetheless. But anyway, let's go ahead. I'm not gonna bore you guys to death talking about these SX clone mod chips. I got so much to talk about, and especially Nintendo Switch related. So let's just go ahead and keep the show rolling. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing, man. I'm not gonna hold it up. Bam. Oh, where am I? I am in a call center, okay? Yes. Hello? Who are you? I am Riot Games, okay? And I heard what you said. Yes, you did. You said the N-word. Sir, I heard it, okay? I heard the N-word. Yes, I did. So what we're going to do, just because you said the N-word to a 13-year-old kid who has no idea what the N-word is, we're going to ban your account. Yes, we are banning your account. Yes, Valorant. That's what you play, right? Done. You're banned, sir. Don't ever use that word again. And I'm going to pop you again. Yes, of course you can say headshot to your damn head. I don't care about that. Yes, you can say cut his damn head off with a machete. I don't care about that. But you cannot say that N-word. Yes, you can say shoot your mom in the damn head. Of course, that's not even bad. We're talking about the N-word. Go ahead and talk about it. It seems like Riot Games is laying down the smackdown. Riot Games, I haven't seen this done. I don't even know if anyone's done this before. I've heard of, you know, different games banning people for certain banter. Okay, I heard of people banning games for all types of stuff, or banning your account for all types of stuff. But this one is specific to hate speech and racial epithets. Damn. So if you say anything, you can't say none of those words. They don't want to hear the F word, the H word, none of the words. They don't want to hear those. They don't want to hear the N word. They don't want to hear the C word. They don't want to hear nothing, man. I didn't watch these people. Okay, I don't watch them on Twitch. They're damn good. The game is good. I love the game. I'm just not that good at it. Shout out to my man Mackie Mac. I think my man Mackie Mac on Twitch. Shout out to you. I'm gonna send this to you, Mackie Mac. So you got a plug. You on Twitch, Mackie Mac TV. I think you on TikTok too. Okay. But this game is no longer allowing that. Hate speech is done. Now, how do you guys feel about that? How do you feel about having a game where you know you're going to come in there and the speech is clean? Speech clean, baby. You're not going to hear none of that. People they curse, don't get me wrong, and certain things happen, but they're now saying they're going to record voice chats and review for harassment and hate speech. So which means all someone has to do is report you. They report what time the incident happened, and then as they go back and listen, got you. Very simple. And now they're recording the voices, and they're going to storm for a certain amount of time. So if you say it and they tell instantly, you're almost guaranteed to be done. Okay. How do you guys feel about that? Now, I'm just going to go ahead and read through it. I'll then give my piece on it. Okay. But shout out to CNET. Let me get my drink. But CNET, nice article here. That was good. Now, Riot Games to record Valorant voice chats and review for harassment, hate speech. All right. There are currently no plans to implement this change, in League of Legends. So everybody that's wondering, this is in Valorant. It is not in League of Legends. League of Legends players, you can go ahead and say all the racial epithets you want. You know, you can use all the H words, the F words, and see, it's the opposite of what I said before. You can say all of that in that game, okay? But Riot Games has updated its privacy notice and terms of service to say it can now record and potentially review voice chats of players who are using Riot-owned voice comm channels. The company said in a Friday blog post, Riot said it's making the change to help curb harassment, hate speech, and other disruptive behavior from players. Valorant is currently the only game from the company that utilize voice data recordings and reviews, Riot says. Even though the legal document update gives us the ability to capture voice data, Riot says in this post, League of Legends, Wild Rift, and Teamfight Tactics currently have no plans to record players' voice chats or expand the voice chat capabilities beyond party voice chat. Legends of Runeterra does not have any plans to implement voice chat as well. So this is only sticking straight to this game. Now, I want to give my spiel because that's what we all here for, right? But my spiel is that as much as I understand curbing hate speech, as much as I understand, you know, nobody wants to hear, you know, especially shout out to, you know, anyone that is transgender. Okay. Shout out to anyone that's, you know, that's gay. If you're lesbian, does not matter. Okay. But the thing is that speech is speech. I'm one that was raised and I had everything possible said to me. And it was by people I loved. So to me, those words over the games can hurt you, but you have to mentally be strong enough to know that you can handle it, that you can handle that. If you're not, that's why I think you should put age limits on games. I don't think you should be monitoring for the speech, because that to me is that's too much. Okay, you're going back listening for voice recordings, people recording it. Imagine how much time and effort those people are spending. You can put back into the game to make the game even better, get more players, bigger audience, money that's spent, you know. But I understand the reasoning. But are kids getting too soft? Is it just me? I'm an old man. Maybe I'm just an old ass man. Okay, excuse me. Old ass man here. I don't know nothing. You know, I'm just an old ass man. So anyway, I just had to get that out the way because that was another one that I actually was surprised that, you know, I come from that Halo era, dog. Let me tell you, when you come from that Halo era, hold up, put me back on big screen. Hold up, pull me back on big screen and hit the likes. But I'm going to tell you about this Halo era, just for everybody to hear me. Call center, hold up. I'm going to go crazy right now, but work with me, okay? I'm from that Halo era, man. And I'm going to tell you, when you was in a party chat, I'm going to tell you how I went, man. You was playing with your homies. Y'all all got together. You say, you know what? We going to play Halo tonight, and we going to wreck shop. And you go to one party, and you know what happens? Somebody says the N-word to you. And then you start saying stuff back. And then y'all start going back and forth. Next thing you know, the round ends. And you know what you can do in Halo? You can party up to play with them again. And you know what happened? You typically play with them again. A lot of this just banter went on back and forth. And guess what happened at the end? Everybody wound up being friends. So, in this gaming world, people at home, some people are ranting, some people are serious, some people are just playing, some people are living fantasy worlds. It's a video game. The voice comm, yes, it's really a voice. It's really somebody talking, but just don't take offense to it. If you have a problem with someone, there is a mute button for a reason. The moment they say something, mute them and let them know, hey, you can, you know, maybe you could set it up, report them on Microsoft so you don't play with them anymore. You know, something like that. Just do something like that. Stay away from them. But if we get to that point, where's it going to stop? Oh, man, he called me a Tyrannosaurus Raptor Soul. I didn't like that name. I don't know where we go from there. Okay, I don't know. And I like my freedom of speech. I come on here and say whatever the hell I want to. Nobody stops me. I pick up a damn cup. Coffee is a hug and a mug, and nobody stops me. I get to say whatever the hell I want. And I don't want one day where they say, Nick, just gonna let you know. If you say, it's already like that, be honest. But I don't want it to come to where damn near everything I say is like that. I already can't post SX Core installation videos. You seen what happened with that? Okay? Nintendo smacked my ass. Wasn't Mario, though. Mario would have caught them hands. But Nintendo came through. They did what they did, man. All right? I couldn't do nothing. Nintendo ninjas is different. They built different, man. These dudes are 6'6", swole, and they know all the moves. You can't do nothing, man. So let's go ahead and move on. We're going to go ahead into the next subject. So let's get to the Halo Infinite news. And the reason I'm talking about this, and you know, guys, I am a Microsoft damn fanboy. I'm a fanboy, man. I love Microsoft. I can't front. Microsoft, as much as I play Nintendo Switch, let me get this out the way for all my Nintendo Switch lovers. I love my Nintendo Switch. I play my Nintendo Switch a lot. Okay, I bring my Nintendo Switch with me everywhere I go. I was just somewhere not that long ago. My Nintendo Switch was with me. But my Xbox was with me too. My Xbox is with me all the time. My Xbox controller with me all the time. You know, it's like you got one woman and then you bring the other woman. Not talking about actual woman, you know, my wife once. But, you know, 1, 2, Xbox Switch. I got them both arms. I bring them both. But Microsoft has treated me right from the beginning. Okay, from the beginning, Microsoft has shown me love. Even when Microsoft screwed me with no Vaseline, they at least did it the right way. Okay, so Halo Infinite has a lot of news, man. It was so much. I didn't even know where to start. And you guys know I had a podcast where I got my Xbox Series X when I pre-ordered it. I was one of the first, yes, day ones. Drop a bomb for me. Okay, did I drop? Oh, damn it. I ain't got the bomb set up. But anyway, I hope. You know, maybe next time. But anyways, boom. Okay. So, you know what? Let's do this. Since I'm doing Halo Infinite, I want to get these backgrounds. Is that better? Is that better? There we go. Halo Infinite. Let's talk about it. So, Halo Infinite. Oh, restream. Hold up. I got you. I seen you, chat. I seen you. Hey, people, it's already blowing me up, man. They don't like to not see themselves. Key Monk, I see you. Okay, I see you, Key Monk. But anyway. One thing I want to say about Halo Infinite is that I was very pissed it was not a release day title for the Xbox Series X, as well many other people, okay? Many other people were pissed. It was one of the biggest things. Microsoft knew they had to do something. And what they did was drop the whole signing with Bethesda. That was big. It was a big deal, okay? It even got me hyped. I said, okay, Microsoft, I'm going to lay off. Halo Infinite right now, we waiting to drop. Now, some things you guys don't know, and I'm just playing from what I learned, okay, about this whole Halo fiasco going on. Now, I would have loved if Microsoft could have held on to Halo series. Okay, well, not Halo series, excuse me. They did hang on to the Halo series, but if they could have hung on to Bungie, okay, because Bungie didn't like that. Bungie didn't like that Microsoft held on to the Halo series. And that's why when the whole Destiny thing came about, when Destiny 2, which shout out Destiny 2, I would drop a bomb for Destiny 2. Beautiful damn game, by the way. Okay, everybody has probably even touched it or played it at one point. Beautiful. Bungie at one point had talks to bring that directly to Microsoft or Sony. And Bungie backed out of both. Because Bungie does not like the control of their IP, as Microsoft did with Halo, and they learned. And I understand about making mistakes and you feel like you learned. That Halo IP, oh my goodness, it's major. So Bungie's been through the whole hell and the ringer and all that. But right now they got it right. They finally got it right. I think they're doing all the things with Halo that I want to see. And if these things hold, I do think Halo Infinite will be game of the year. I'll say it. No, I'm lying. Call of Duty is always, you almost called me there. You almost called me slipping. The Call of Duty is always game of the year. It never changes. But you almost called me. You almost did. I thought about it a little bit. Okay, but Halo would definitely be number 2. Okay. So let's go ahead and go over some of these things. Now, one of the things is that Halo Infinite has a lot of things coming this summer. And I'll cover that first. Let's pull it up on screen here because I'm going to go through it real fast. But shout out to GameSpot. If you guys don't go to GameSpot for your news, please do. Your boy Nick Moses say shout out to GameSpot. But anyway, Halo fans may not have much longer to wait to learn about Halo Infinite, as Microsoft boss Joe Fistatin has teased glorious plans for a big reveal this summer. Now I'm going to just go ahead. New multiplayer sounds. Oh, multiplayer sounds. Oh, I love my multiplayer sounds. How could I ever go on without knowing what multiplayer sounds Halo Infinite is going to be? Don't tell me about no damn multiplayer. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I got mad right there. My apologies. But next, beta test coming. Now, this is what I'm talking about right here. Beta test. That's all we need to know. When is it coming? When can I try it? Look at those screenshots. Beautiful. I've seen other. We're going to get to it. We're going to look at more. But just beautiful. Damn beautiful game. Okay, Halo Live producer Sam Hanshaw said in a blog post that 343 is currently holding beta tests for Halo Infinite with a very small external group representing a variety of backgrounds. That's kind of weird. What do they mean variety of backgrounds? What, they got a black, white, Asian, Hispanic? What a variety of backgrounds. Do they have like one guy's good bugging games? Just get a bunch of guys to play the damn game. Come on. Hanshaw said it's been a delight to watch people from outside the studio play Halo Infinite for the first time. Hanshaw also teased that Halo Infinite public beta test might be coming, so you should update your Halo Insider profile. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, nobody here is updating their Halo Insider profile. We just don't. I mean, who does? I haven't touched Halo Insider profile since I had Halo Master Chief Collector's Edition when it first came out. How long ago was that? I mean, how long is the latest? It's been, Halo. Come on, man. You talking about update your profile. Everybody deleted that thing alone. We're not just going to keep looking at an insider I don't want to know insider everything every day. Okay. Sometimes I just want the damn release. Okay. How about that? My bad. Got a little off. Woo. Sometimes I get hot, man. When I start talking about certain things. So one thing I would also like to say though, Halo is going to have that I think is going to flip the damn script. Okay. So Halo will have some kind of Discord integration on PC. I think that is beautiful. Now, for me, guys, you guys know I have a Discord, okay? I would love to be able to play Halo, have Discord integration to where I can be able to do my live streams. Everything just works flawlessly with anybody who joins my Halo games and the people who are already in my damn Discord. Oh, man, that integration would be so beautiful. It would be able to you can now bring, hey, guys, if you're listening in on my, my actual game, why don't you just join into my actual Discord? Bam, they jump over there. Like, there's possibilities for this that are just like, I love the idea. So, reading through real quick, Halo Infinite will have some kind of Discord integration on PC. The developers of Halo Infinite have teased more of the functionality coming to Halo Infinite as it relates to its newly announced cross-play support, which is another thing I did not mention, which Halo will be having cross-play support. I did not stutter. Okay, so we will be seeing Halo cross-play. That is beautiful. Okay, gotta say that. But nonetheless, in a blog post, the developers said players will be able to join with friends across Xbox Live, Steam, and Discord on PC. So just imagine that integration. Somebody's on Xbox, somebody's here. Everybody to be on the same chat when you're doing a live stream, to hear everyone, to have that integration just flawless. Oh, man. Whew. That is beautiful, man. So, and let me go. I haven't been going to chat. Let me go to some of the chats here, okay? I still don't have an Xbox Series X. It's hard to find. Yeah, that is true. All right, Dino, shout out to you. It's hard to find. Discord. Oh, Dead Specimen. That must be is that your username? I got to write that down. I'm going to write that down. Discord. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and look you up later, man. I got you. I'm going to play with you, man. It's all right. I've heard worse. We got my man Shane Cockburn. Okay, Cockburn. I mean, whoa. But Discord's nice. I like Discord. It's actually pretty cool. All right, so Joe Farinelli, Halo Land play. Yeah, I remember those days. Key Monk, Halo Infinite being delayed feels like Sonic movie being delayed because Potato Sonic looked ridiculous. Yo, Potato Sonic was the worst, man. Yo, Sonic, how did you mess that up? Okay, but anyways, there's not enough people talking about this one yet, but they will be. If it wasn't clear already, the PC team has been putting in work, and I can't wait for everyone to see this. Okay, and that's the community manager. He said that on Twitter. And that's about the Discord integration. Damn, man. Ooh, Halo Infinite about to have it. Hold on. Let me switch to the big screen first. I was about to get that 3-piece. Let's go, Halo. Let's go. Look at Master Chief and Master. Holla at me. Master Chief. I'm done. Okay, that's enough about Halo Infinite, but let's go ahead and move on, man. Let's talk about some Switch Root news. Okay. Let's bring it up. So, bam. Oh, Switch Root. Switch Root. Yes, let's go ahead and talk about Switch Root, man. Now, for those who have been watching my channel, who have Nintendo Switch modded, just know, okay, that Switch Root, and hold up, I know the Android 10 is blocked by the chat. Don't mind that, okay? Shout out Frank B. Frank B, my man. Holla at me, Frank. Nice to see you, man. I won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Puff Daddy. But Switch Root Android, I do a lot of videos for. Okay, I want to do more. And one person that has been consistently helping with the Switch Root videos is Kyle, my man Kyle, the young OG. All right, so I want to do more of these. There's been a lot of updates that I haven't been keeping track of. So I wanted to kind of take this time and go ahead and pull it up for you now. We could talk about some of the things for Switch Root. These videos I will be doing. As you guys see, I wasn't doing too many, like I'm not doing the how to install SXOS or how to install admins. I'm trying to stay away from that, man. Please, please, no. Nintendo has taken my channel. They taken it. Do y'all want to see me like that? Okay, so I don't want to do those videos, but I would love to be able to do all the other things. And I still might do those videos, okay? Don't get it. But I got to get off punishment first, man. I think I got like, what, to May 15th or something? But anyways, so, and look, let's go to the chat. So, Android and the Switches, so upload them to... I could do that. That's special. I'm not trying to, you know what? I got the website for that. Everything's going to go on the website. That's what we're working for. All my SX Core installation videos, everything that YouTube taken down is going on my website. Similar to how my boy, how am I forgetting my man name? Okay, my man, Statics. There we go. How did I miss it? Okay, my man Statics, same thing. You know, got his website. We got, you know, how, hey, I don't know. Did I have my website first, Statics? I don't know. I might, but that's nonetheless, you know. So Statics, my man, he been out there. He been doing it. Got to give him his props. Check him out. You haven't checked them out. But let's go ahead and pull them up on screen. Okay. Switch Root. Now, this is the Twitter page. If you guys don't know, go to the Twitter page for the latest updates on Switch Root. They're usually pretty good. Okay, pretty good on this. They post stuff almost instantly when they got it. But the latest thing, which I will be covering, is the Ubuntu 3.3.0, which, as you see here, significant performance improvements, mini sleep power, faster storage, better RAM, support every document. Okay, we can go more, but they do have quite a bit, and we can go more into it. I don't want to go too much into it, but there is other things that they have as well. Let's go. This is what I want to talk about right here. So it seems like, and let me know if any of you have used this, but it says, now, you can switch between gaming and working with just a single Alt-Tab and enjoy upgraded 4K graphics and advanced audio effects in all your games and almost zero overhead. Farmville Saga has never looked so good. Bam! And then they download, okay? So, from what I'm taking it with this, okay, this is with Switch Root, which I'm going to see. I'm going to speak to him. I want to do a video on that. I don't care regardless. I'm doing a video on that. Okay, I don't care if I got to reach out to them directly. Hey, I need access, because I'm going to tell you. They actually pulled that. And from what I remember in the Discord, the reason they pulled it is because of that, nobody was no longer using their Switches directly with Switch Root. They just had the Nintendo Switch running Switch Root, and they would just access it from their PC. And they just, hey, I'm working. Oh, I could do this. And I understand. That is beautiful. But they felt like it was redundant in what they were trying to achieve, which is getting people to use Android on the Nintendo Switch. So, I want to go ahead and do a video on it. Like I said, I got to do a video on it. I want to see how that works. I didn't get a chance to use it, so I got to use it. Okay, feel me on that. But I do love the fact that they have at least came out with that option. But I did hear they pull it. I don't know the specifics on it. Holla at me. Chat, is that you? What you saying? You about to get flamed. Who gonna flame me? Bring this. I wish I had the bombs working. Bring the smoke. Bring this. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go back. Do I got my buttons? Tag, I ain't got my buttons set up. Usually I got all my buttons set up. Today I was off. Okay, that's why you see the stream started late. I had updates running on my PC. It was a wild day. Okay, but I'm going to be having my Switch Root videos, which I'm going to start working on Monday, beginning of this week. My same routine for videos will remain, where I post podcast clips. A lot of those clips have been very popular. A lot of people telling me keep posting them. My man Joe's been holding down the Facebook, but I will be getting more active in the Facebook group as well. Okay, TX for speaking of stuff. Yo, they hate statics. Now I got what you say. You're right. They hate statics, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the way I am, man, if you ain't got no beef with me, I ain't got no beef with you. I don't think that man said nothing about me. I ain't gonna say nothing about that man. That's just the way I work. If you don't say nothing about me, say nothing about you. We leave each other alone. I think your video's cool. You think my video's cool. Leave it at that. So that's just Switch Root. So you guys know I will be go ahead and doing those videos. Okay, that will be starting next week. So I have some new videos up for Switch Root. So please sub. Okay, how many likes I get? If I ain't got enough likes, yo, I'm out. Yo, I'm out. Yo, I'm out. Appreciate. Hey, Frank B. Yeah, video's cool, man, but no likes, not enough likes. I'm out. All right, cool. Thank you, man. I didn't want to have to do that. Didn't want to have to do that. So, anyways, let's go ahead. I'm not going to bore you guys to death, okay, with that, because I could go all day about Switch Root. As much as I love Switch Root too, I want to also get Skype pulled up. Let me get Skype, because I ain't had, I got to get all my stuff pulled up here. Work with me, because I want to take calls on this. And with Atmosphere, it's going to be the next thing we talk about. You know what? Let's go ahead and start talking about it. I ain't even going to waste time. Let's get straight to Atmosphere. Switch Root, I'm doing videos for, blah, 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 blah. Get the hell out of here. Anyways, Atmosphere 0.19.2. Oh, let's go. Now, hold up. I'm going to do this. My man, Joe, where you at, man? Joe, call in, man. Just go ahead and call in right now, because I want to talk about this Atmosphere. Okay, 0.19.2. My man Joe's done a lot of testing on it. From what I know, there's a lot of changes. I heard there was some bugs going on. Okay, there were some bugs going on with the .19 versions. I have not had time to test it out, but I want to go ahead and see how this works. Okay, now, Joe, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, what's going on, Nick? How are you, buddy?
Man, I'm doing good. Joe, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
All right, good. Joe, I'm glad you called in, because, I wanted you to specifically talk about it. I know you're one that has been directly on this Atmosphere update the moment you heard about it. So, Joe, just on this update, is there any major differences with this latest update of Atmosphere?
First, I want to give a shout out to Paul, because he PM'd me and told me that the Atmosphere got updated, because it kind of blindsided me. It's like, oh, wow, it got updated. In the previous build of Atmosphere 0.19.1, there was a huge problem with people updating their emunads. They were failing, they were getting corrupt, and all that other nonsense. Apparently that this update fixed the emunads from getting corrupt, because I was helping people privately. I'm like, how's your emunad working? Oh, it's working great, and it's just a lot of things got updated. The Hickok, I think the Fusey got updated too. Signature patches got updated as well. It seems like for more stability, it works in 11.0.1, because I'm not updating, because 12.xx, which means 12 and then 12.1, a lot of the homebrew apps didn't get updated yet. Okay. For instance, Choi is still bricked on 12.xx. Yeah. So you have to use Daybreak. Very important, guys. If you want to update or downgrade, you have to use Daybreak when you're on 12.0.0 or 12.0.1.
All right. Now, Joe, for those, and I'm glad you mentioned Daybreak. For those that use Choi, and I'm not sure to pronounce it, because it has that French name, Choi, Noir, and X.
Oh, I love that. Great application.
Yeah. Now, what is the difference between that and Daybreak? Is it very difficult to understand? Is that something simple, or can you explain the differences just briefly if you can?
Yeah, I can explain it briefly. It has the same interface. For instance, the right side, when you go to flash over your firmware, FAT32/exFAT means your SD card, and the left-hand side means FAT32. That means your internal system NAND. So always choose the right side if you want to update your memory card, or choose the left side if you want to update your system NAND. Also, the same procedure goes for downgrading. And always do your updates and your obviously do all your updates offline on your emunan, so you can downgrade without a problem.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about, Joe. So I'm going to ask you, as far as emunan, have you noticed any difference using emunan, SXOS, versus using, MMC with Atmosphere? Never done it with Atmosphere.
EMMUC. I don't use emunan on Atmosphere because it's absolutely, in my opinion, I'm not talking bad about it, it's horrible. I've talked to so many people that had so many problems. I use my Atmosphere on a stock NAND. The only thing I use emunan for is SXOS. Never had a problem since 5.1 all the way up to 11.0.0. That's a big jump.
Yeah, and that's why I want to ask, because I've never used it. I've only used emunan, which I've never had issues with. I had one time. I did have it one time, but I already had it backed up. So I really didn't have no issues. But I hear people having, some issues on the atmosphere side, but I might be biased. So that's why I want to ask you. But I'm glad, you've tested both, and, you definitely can say using Immunand's a lot easier versus using MMC. Can you say that safe to say?
Oh, yes, definitely, because there's a lot more steps involved. With Atmosphere, a lot more steps. You have to create, eMMC. You have to make sure you're doing it the right way. You allocated enough space and everything. With SXOS, it takes longer to create an Immunand, but it's a lot more stable. And also, as far as I know, I could be wrong, and I know this for 100% sure. In SXOS, my Immunand is created internally, so I have the full 128 gigabytes of games on my SD card. Now, in Hikakte, however you pronounce it, you can't have an internal Immunand as far as I know. I don't know why they never offered that, which is really kind of sucky, because it's like when you have an Immunand, you're using 32 gigabytes of your storage space. So if you have a 128 card, then you're not getting a full card. That's why I use stock NAND,
Got it.
So always make sure you back up your NAND. Everybody back up your NAND,
Now, Joe, in using Atmosphere, these latest versions, because I think I'm going to pull it up on screen here just so everybody can be looking along, but I think the Atmosphere version released 2 days ago for 0.19.2, and then it was 20 days ago. Do you think, just based on if you tested Atmosphere, the latest version, have you noticed any differences between the two, or does it just seem like more the getting everything up to date again?
I think mostly it's a stability update for the Immunand, because a lot of people are having problems with it. Almost every person PM'd me, my Immunand's broken. And I told them the way to fix it was, this is really weird. I don't know how they intertwine, but I guess they do. I told everybody, make sure your Immunand is on, for instance, 12.0.0, and your Immunand is on 12.0.0. Then people were still having problems. I'm like, okay, don't dump your system firmware and flash your Immunand to update your Immunand. Use the offline updater function. For some people that worked, for some people it didn't. Also, the same thing with the fix arch bit in Hikakte. You'd fix that and it would repair your SD card. People usually do that every time they update their switch. Most people don't, but you can do it. I don't use fix arch bit. I always make sure my SD card's clean. I prepare all my files on my computer, then I overwrite and press yes to all on the SD card. You're not supposed to do that, but if you prep it the right way on your computer, you can do that.
Nice. Joe, you dropping that knowledge, man. That's why I had you here. That's why I want you to call in. So, Joe, how has everything been? I know you've been the admin of the group, and I don't want to mess up the name, Nintendo Switch Modding and Homebrew?
Yes, that's the group.
Yes. Now, you've been an admin there. How long have you been an admin now there?
Well, I've been a moderator there for about, I would say maybe like 4 or 5 months, maybe.
Okay. All right. So you've been moderating for about 4 or 5. So in that, Joe, how has that been for you? Has it been, like something that you're learning a lot as well? Is it starting to be like, is it getting to be a lot? Is it a lot of questions? Just kind of explain that for everyone so everybody can understand from a moderator perspective how it is.
Oh, I've met a lot of nice people. I really have a fun time on there. I'm learning a lot because people are messaging me with problems that I've never ran into. Like, oh, how come I'm getting this error code? Then I would look up the error code. Okay, make sure you delete your themes, And every time Atmosphere updates, my PM box is like full. It's like, did you make the repack? Did you make the repack? Did you do this? How come this is not working? This, that, this. And the biggest question I get every time an Atmosphere update comes out, does this work with SXOS? Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, that was funny, man. I love that. Does it work with SXOS?
I love the community, though, and I love all the people that I talk to. I talk to everybody. I talk to people in the UK, Australia, China. I have one friend in Japan that I talk to, help him out with stuff. It's really pretty awesome. There's like 13,000 members on there.
Nice, and that's what I was going to ask. Now, one shout out to Chris Channel Mo fam. Oh my gosh, that's my son, man. I had to give him I'm going to give you your shout out, man, since you tuned in. Thank you. My son, my young protege. Okay, you're going to be taking over one day.
Yeah, have him on the show, too.
Yeah, you know what? I need to get him on here, man. He might get his own interview if he act right. If it's grades straight A's, I might give him an interview. You know what I mean? But, Joe, the reason I asked that is because I know just being on my YouTube channel and being on Facebook, I get a lot of questions from just random people. But for you to actually be a moderator of that group, and you're right, that group is like 13,000 people. About how many messages would you say you get sent a day?
Maybe about 20 or 30. Anytime there's a major update with Atmosphere, I always tell them, hey, go to Nickmoses05. Like, I do all my videos on there. We do a live stream every Sunday, because I could post all the information there because I'm not allowed to post the information over there just because of the rules and the guidelines.
Exactly.
And I'd rather have, everyone go to Nickmoses05 channel because then the videos are more organized, because you should see how many posts the Nintendo group gets. I'll post something and it's like all the way at the bottom, and it's just like, because everyone's posting and posting and posting. It's so much.
Damn. I can understand that. And shout out Bedhead Gaming. Yo, what's my man? We go back like Ajax Flapjacks. I'm glad to catch your stream. I know Bedhead. I'm going to shout you out. He's playing. I'm not sure what game he's playing. I'm not sure if it's League of Legends or something, but he's got his own stream. You popping. You big time now, man. I can't even talk to him no more. Okay, you know how you with somebody and you're cool with them for a bit, and then they get big time and you're like, oh, man. But I'm glad you tuned in, Bedhead Game. I'm glad you tuned in, man. But, Joe, 20 to 30 messages. To me, is a lot of messages. How do you handle that?
It get technical. Most of the time, it's the same question. Like, I don't mean to keep saying this, but like people will say, SXOS isn't working on 12.0.0. I'm like, well, it stopped, working on 11.0.0, but you can update unofficially to get that spoof to 11.0.1. You could do that. It's kind of unstable a little bit, but but it's mostly like, the same questions. Same error codes. That's because you need to delete your themes. I don't use themes on Atmosphere because it's really, in my opinion, it's unstable. Every time a new firmware comes out, it gets bricked because you have to uninstall your themes and delete your themes folder. I get so many messages about JITs. Like, it's like crazy. It's like JITs on tits.
Hey, I might get a shirt made with that, man. Jips on tits. Oh, I love it, man. So, and when I get those messages, I try, and the same thing like you, Joe. I know, you tell me you're out there, you got to find. I'm not sure if it's a family business, but you're out there with the restaurant. Y'all out there trying to do it, man. And then you got, the questions coming and this and that. How do you balance it all?
How I balance it all is I kind of like, copy and paste my voice messages. Like if I know what they're talking about, or I'll tell them, I'll actually, like if you see a lot of shares on the Nickmoses05 page, it's because I know what their problem is. Oh, how come RetroArch isn't working? Share this link, paste it, watch the video. And I love the people that message me 2 minutes later. I know the video is 10 minutes long. Oh, this didn't work. I'm like, you need to watch the full video from start to finish. Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, yeah, it's called a tutorial for a reason. You don't go to step 1 to step 15.
Oh, man. You are preaching.
The biggest problem everyone's having, which I noticed, which I'm going to say now, is tinfoil not working. I don't mean the downloading the games. I mean the actual installation of the utility, the program. What you need to do is, if your tinfoil is corrupt, press the plus button on the home screen, uninstall, I think it's called either uninstall the software or delete the software. I forget what it's called. Okay. You want to uninstall that completely, take your SD card, put it in the computer. Any traces you find of tinfoil, press shift, press delete. That permanently deletes all traces. It's like, it's a keyboard command for fully delete this file. You delete the file, you put the NSP. If the NSP isn't working, sometimes that doesn't work. You want to use the NRO. You have to always do a full uninstall if it breaks or if you update. That's what I've noticed in Atmosphere too. Every time Atmosphere gets updated, tinfoil breaks. For some reason, I don't know why, it just does.
Okay, and I do remember many times having to reinstall, so to say, tinfoil to get it working again. And I'm glad you said that, because that has been something that a lot of people have been speaking about, tinfoil and the shops. Now, Joe, I'm going to ask you. Now, we ain't even got to, we can go a little in depth. We ain't got to go too in depth because, we know Nintendo Ninja's watching. But these shops that are out here, Joe, there was at one time 7 shops. all open.
Yes.
You could use your choice. You could go here. You can go there.
It was like going to the mall.
Yeah, it was anything you want. Some of them had these choices. Oh, they had the better, the better burgers over here, but the pizza was better here. It was that type of thing. And now it is like few to none. How has the shop thing or questions come your way? Have you got a lot of shop questions?
Oh, yes, definitely. For instance, people ask me, how come the download speed's so slow? I tell them what you need to do is get really close to your router or your cable modem that has Wi-Fi built into it, because it drags. And also people ask me, for instance, I had this one person ask me, they were trying to get, do you want me to say the name of the game or no?
Go ahead, let's do it.
Okay, they want to get Mortal Kombat. So
All right.
I can't download Mortal Kombat. There's an error. I said, yeah, most of these files are hosted on Google. Yeah. And if Google sees, let's say, 100 different people with 100 different IPs downloads this file, they have a bot in their system. They know it's probably pirated material. So okay, they put a download cap on. It's called a download quota.
Yep.
The only way to get around the quota is the backdoor used to work on Google. You would take it, you would add it to your drive, then you would save it, then you would upload it to yourself, and you would download it to yourself. Yeah. So a lot of these free shops are using Google. I recommend to people, look, these shops are not going to be around that much longer because of what's happening and with the Google quota and stuff. Buy a hard drive. Get it online. Do your torrents, your direct download links, do that, because then you have it saved. I'm not going to say what I have, but I have about 20 terabytes of information. So you need to go that route, because you always have it stored.
And I agree with having it stored, man. It seems like to me, and at some point, people figure I got fast internet. It doesn't take long to download the games. Who cares if I delete this, SD card with 64 gigabytes worth of games? Who cares? I could just re-download it. But then, now you run into this dilemma where you go back and try to download it. Oh, you might have a shop. You might click on it to download, but download failed. And exactly what you're saying with this quota, that seems to be it. Well, I'm hearing from a lot of people. They're saying that they're going to certain ones and they can download certain games, but a lot of these titles they're not able to download. And then they're, hey, my system doesn't work, or this is broke, or so and so. So I'm glad you kind of just explained that.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to get that out there.
I love Google and everything, but the reason why I don't do my repack on Google is because I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just saying how it is. Sometimes I'll get 100 downloads in a couple of days of the repack. If I put it on Google, it will have a quota limit. Then people will be messaging me, oh, it's not working. Yeah. And it's just like, I don't even mess around with Google, because those links are either expired, dead, deleted, or blocked. Back in the day, in 2018, after the SXOS came out, the Google Drive was the best place to get Switch games. Best place. The links were never down because it was brand new, fresh in the scene. Then one person told another person, told their aunt, told their uncle, this is what's happening.
Yeah, I remember those days, man. Good old days. You're right. You just click on the link and download it. Fast download speeds. You didn't have to worry about nothing. It was just, man, you're right. The golden days, man, of Nintendo Switch modding. Now, Joe, my man, as always, you had to drop the info. I love it. Any last words you got to say to people for y'all?
Like and subscribe, Nickmoses05. I might call later if you pick up the phone, because I got a lot to say about those chips.
We gonna talk,
spoil
man.
It now.
Definitely. Call back later, man. We gonna talk about the chips, man. Call back.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Later, man.
Bye.
Now, I just want to get Joe to go ahead and explain. Joe's done a lot of testing with Atmosphere, being a moderator, okay, for a group that has damn near 13,000. You got to get some, you got to get the word from that man. Okay, I think that man has probably tested Atmosphere more than a lot of us, probably tested SXOS as well, because he's doing it for the purpose of trying to help people. And I want you guys to understand these moderators are people like you and I, but they got lives too. Okay, so when they're giving you this information, be very appreciative. It's a lot of stuff they could be doing. Okay, they be doing a lot of stuff, but they're helping you out. So shout out to my man Joe for that. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and move on. Yes, of course, I am going to change my background as I always do. I don't know what I should do. What background should I do? Do y'all know? Should I switch it up? I don't know. Let's do this. Let's do that right there. Oh, that looked good. I like that. Up in the esports. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm usually good at. Y'all know me. Okay, the best Call of Duty player in the world. Okay, right here. Esports tournament in the back. Turn up. No, I'm joking with you, okay? But I want to go ahead and talk about a controversial esports event. Very controversial. It's been a big deal. It's been talked about. Some people may know what I'm talking about. Some people may not. But it is a big deal to the esports world. Okay. So, y'all know one of the games I love to play is Mortal Kombat. Joe mentioned it earlier. I got streams of Mortal Kombat, all types of different videos. Mortal Kombat movie just came out. Joe, I seen you seen it too, man. What do you rate? Go ahead and put it there. I'm telling you, if I watch it again, it might get better every time I watch it. Okay, because the corny stuff's starting to look good now. Okay, I watch it. I love Mortal Kombat that much, but nonetheless. Tekken and Mortal Kombat were both of them were pulled from a major esports event with We Play. Okay, now fighting games are some of the biggest turnouts for these. Okay, these esport events, like just think, we had Booga win what, 1 million or how many million that was in Fortnite. You know, you got people who are kids winning big bank playing these games. So these are serious events. Okay, We Play was well, I can't say was, they are a esports league that is just up and coming. All right, they've been growing, they've been doing a lot more and more events, getting popular, and all of a sudden they're coming out with the We Play Ultimate Fighting League. So they have all these games, they got this lineup set out of different games. You know, they're like Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Soul Calibur 4, you know, Smash Bros, this, so, you know, just all these different fighting games that they're explaining they're gonna bring. Well, two of the most popular ones, which everybody looks out for. I know I'm a big Tekken fan, been playing Tekken since way back. Okay, I've been a King fan of Tekken, which King has been in every Tekken, so I never have to worry. And Mortal Kombat, two of the biggest names. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the article here, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So, Tekken Mortal Kombat pulled from controversial esport events. Bandai Namco and NetherRealm Studios have announced plans to no longer work with esports organization We Play, which over the last month has hosted big money events for Tekken 7, Soul Calibur, and Mortal Kombat. In separate statements, they were published at the exact same time and very much sound like they were drafted together. The longtime fighting game developers cite vague differences in vision and professional standards as the key impetus behind their decisions. Kotaku contacted both of them. They ain't say shit to Kotaku, okay? Neither one of them. They ain't say nothing. Kotaku, beat it. Okay, I'm not going to tell you nothing, but I'm going to pull these up. Bandai Namco says, Bandai Namco Entertainment is consistently striving to deliver the best esports tournaments and events to please our players and fans. Due to the differences in vision and professional standards, we will no longer be working with We Play as an esports tournament organizing partner. The NetherRealm Studios go, NetherRealm Studios is constantly striving to foster the best esports tournaments for our dedicated fans and community. Due to the differences of vision, we will no longer allow our games to be utilized in We Play operated esports events. Oh man, look at this guy right here. He's getting it on right there. But you heard it there. Now, I don't want to go through reading through this whole article because you guys see how much it can be, okay? But I will go ahead and point out a couple things here. So, I will point out here, all right? That said, those who weren't cashing We Play's checks were naturally suspicious of a random cash-rich esports outfit suddenly taking an interest in fighting games. These suspicions gained traction earlier this month thanks to a Twitter thread by competitor and community organizer Josh Isich McWhorter. Okay, but let me just click on that. Wow, okay, listen, y'all, I know that in the FGC, we are all about trying to secure the bag and whatnot, but make sure that bag isn't stolen first, please. A thread as to why We Play partnering with 1xBet is a problem. Bam, and they go ahead and pull it up. Now, I could pull it up, we ain't gonna go deep, but kind of cover it here. So, while 1xBet was previously partnered with mega organizations like Chelsea, Liverpool, and Tottenham Hotspur football clubs, the company was suspended from operating in the United Kingdom in 2019 after an investigation by the Sunday Times found it had been facilitating, let's listen, gambling on children's sports in Kenya. Children's sports, Okay? So which means your 7-year-old out there playing, they was gambling on your 7-year-old. Yes, they was. Proven. All right? So I can say that. All right? And it says, look, from operating United Kingdom, I don't want anybody to, after investigation by the Sunday Times found that it had been, so it's proven, they've been facilitating gambling on children's sports in Kenya, advertising on illegal streaming sites, I mean, that's half the fucking country, and promoting a so-called Pornhub casino with topless female dealers. Yo, where was that at? I've never seen that. And baby, my wife could be listening. I'm not saying that because I want to actually see it. Like, I don't care, but I'm just saying, like, that was something I would have figured been done. Like, I don't see why dudes ain't going to the strip club and winning $50 and then giving it right back to the strippers. I would think betting couldn't you do that? Couldn't you have blackjack on the side of strip? Nonetheless, that's a whole nother thing. But okay, a Forbes report uncovered similar illicit activities last year. 1xBet's 3 alleged owners were wanted by the investigative committee of the Russian Federation as of August 2020. The purpose of the WePlay Esports and 1x partnership is the expansion of the esports scene and the opportunities for everyone involved in it. WePlay told Esports News UK last week, "We are aware of the fact that 1xBet does not operate in certain countries. 1xBet has assured us that the brand abides by all the relevant laws and regulations in every jurisdiction in which it operates." Boom. Damn, man. Oh my God. Yo, that is big. I don't care what nobody say. It's just the fact that we don't even got nothing 100%. But I'm going to tell you this. Mortal Kombat and Tekken said, we don't want no parts of that shit. What is wrong with you? Okay. This is how I feel. I'm going to give my take. Y'all can give y'all take out in the, comments. Give your take. But I feel as though this is a messed up situation for WePlay. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why. WePlay partnered with 1xBet. And one thing I'm going to tell you guys about business is sometimes you have certain visions that you want to do with your business, but you may be held back because maybe you don't have enough cash flow. Okay. Maybe you don't have enough storage space to store things. Maybe you don't have enough workers to produce product. There's a many things that could halt you in the business. I know personally myself, working on business plans right now, a lot of things can halt you on that. Okay. So partnering with someone that can help you speed that along is the best thing for you in that case, as long as the partnership benefits both parties. Okay, if it's a one-sided partnership, then you start having things maybe change later on, things change early on, doesn't matter. But in this case, 1xBet partnership, they figured was going to benefit them in their events. Maybe it handled bigger events. Maybe they can have bigger crowds. WePlay is one of the first events that when all this COVID damn stuff going on, they're one of the first ones to get crowds back in. So maybe they had plans for bigger crowds and they needed more things for, prepare for COVID. We don't know. But one thing I know is that when you play with fire, sometimes you might get burned. And this is one of them where they knew going into it. If my best friend is somebody, right, that has single-handedly stole code from Nintendo, my best friend, okay, he stole it. He's selling it all over the world, and I'm his best friend. And I come out here and I'm talking to y'all. Don't you think I'm going to receive some criticism from my best friend? That's just the way it goes. So WePlay, I feel for you, but we need to talk about a bigger issue at hand with that. What the hell is kids playing in Kenya getting betted on for? Let's go even deeper. I'm going to go, you know what? Take a sip. I'm going to go even deeper on you. Forget the kids in Kenya. Let's talk about the kids in the States. Because in America, I'm going to say for everybody who's outside of the United States of America, I'm not sure when this was passed. I wish I could just pull it up real fast, but I know I'll be too long. But there is a specific case that was handled where they were trying to, and I believe, somebody correct me on this, but there was online betting. They were trying to pass something, in Congress, but then it failed, and it allowed the decision for each state to choose what they allow for betting, online betting and esports betting. And esports betting is still something new. So you got a lot of states who have not even really touched any regulations on it. Illinois, state I'm in, being one of them. Okay, it's just that so many different regulations could come from this. And I'm going to tell you why this differs from like an online casino. For me, the biggest thing of why it differs is, and shout out Rainey there. You're a perfect example, Rainey. I'm glad you're here. Because Rainey, you are underage. Now, Rainey, if you in an esports tournament, right? You my dog. We go back. I'ma feel obligated to bet on my dog. You know what? Because I feel for you. And now let's say you the only kid out there underage. Well, guess what? I am officially placing a gambling bet on an underage child. You, by government standards, you an underage child, man. I ain't trying to put you out there. But by government standards, you would be underaged. So if you're underage and I'm betting on you, that's where the line kind of gets fine. Now, granted, I'm betting on you, but it's not like I'm betting on you in a fist fight and you're fighting another kid. I'm just betting on your gaming skills. We had a Pokemon tournament where there was a guy, a kid that was 7 years old. I think he won like $150,000 or something like that. We had Booger went on Fortnite. You got kids winning these absurd amounts of money, and I believe once it's won, I don't even think they get the cash. It goes to their parents, which, you know, you got parents, you get that much money, your parents is breaking you off. I don't see none of these kids talking about my mom and dad took everything. We'll find out years from now. But this esports thing, I think, will not really take off until we honestly have 100% regulated gambling across it. And I'm one of those. I know some people might like, you down for gambling across it? I am down for gambling. Okay. I'm not a big gambler. I can't tell you the last time I gambled. Okay. I bought a scratch off not that long ago. I'm one of those guys. I bought a scratch off. I said, hey, I got $1 in my pocket and I gambled. Okay. For me, I gamble. I gave my daughter one of them. Okay. And she's 5. They say, oh, you have to be over the age. Baby, here. You're 5 years old. Scratch it off. If you win something, I'll tell you. And I can just give it to you. You know what I mean? So it's as simple as that. I gamble. She was so excited. She lost. She didn't win. Trust me. Okay. But she was excited. She was like, what if I win this? And what if and that's more what they feed off of. And for me, it was beautiful just to see that for a second. You got to disappoint your kids early. Okay. Let them know. So that way they get the dreams high and all that. And you let them know you're going to have to work for it, baby. It's not just going to pop up. Some people get it like that, but most people don't. Okay, so for me, I don't mind gambling on esports. I don't have no problem with it. I think betting on kids doing something else would be kind of different, but gambling on the games is different. I'm going to tell you why it's different for me. Even if the kid was 6 years old, 5 years old, 7, it don't even matter the age. I'll bet $1,000 on them on the game if they're good at it, because when I'm watching the gameplay, I'm not watching the kid. I don't even know who's behind the damn game, to be honest, until I actually see or get told. So if you never told me that was a kid, if you never told me he was underage, I wouldn't even know, and I still would have bet on him. Rainey, you my dog. I would have bet on you regardless. It don't even matter. I would just bet on you. Not even know. They'd be like, you know, Rainey's actually 4. Like, I don't even care. That's my dog. I seen his bedroom. He was playing little TJ. Okay, and he can't be 4 because he got everything in that bedroom. It was Liddy. Okay? But anyways, enough of that. So, I just want to say for me, Illinois is a state I do believe have not addressed any esports betting issues. When it does come up, I'm very curious of how that would go. I do believe we've had esports events hosted here, like CSGO. I believe one of my boys, shout out Colorful Seal, went out there to see CSGO, one of his favorite games, and I'm sure some betting was going on there, but it was probably under the table. It's just one of those things where people are really weary of betting, especially when you got certain people who are, hey, this kid's 13, he's 14, I'm not so certain of betting on him. So that's just me. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on and let's talk. And I'm a Key Monk mentioned something about this, but I'm going to go ahead now and go into it. So Key Monk, if you're around, go ahead and talk. Talk your stuff. I don't even care, okay? But we're going to talk about Microsoft. My favorite, we ain't even gonna go no more. You already know. Microsoft is looking to reduce its Xbox store cut from 30% to 12%. Wow. Now, what the hell does that mean? I think first I need to change my background for that. I don't even think we gotta do that. I need something that go with this. Okay, I need something to go with this. Let's do this over, because now I feel like we got to do it right. Okay, because Microsoft deserved better. I should not have done Microsoft. They deserved better. So, Microsoft looked into reducing its Xbox store cut from 30% to 12%. Why this is major? I'm going to tell you why it's major. For me, it's major because one big competitor that everybody knows, especially on the PC gaming front, is Steam. Steam single-handedly locks everything down. I'm going to tell you how locked down Steam got it. I use Humble Bundle, okay? Humble Bundle, shout out. If you guys look in the description, Humble Bundle link. If you like to get a bunch of games for a very low price, check it out. Just click on the link, check it out. But Humble Bundle, when they give you these games, they give you Steam keys. They actually wanted to work with Steam to be able to have some sort of integration to where they didn't have to deal with the keys because they were worried of the keys being resold. Valid, okay? It's like if I were to take those keys right now and to go resell them. And you guys know I still got so many keys to give away. So we got to do something with that. I got to do something. You guys come up with something, okay? I could do the podcast. You know what? Should I do that? How about that? I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. Damn it. Since Microsoft, if anyone goes to my podcast, it don't matter where it's at, and you listen to one damn episode of my podcast and leave a review there, send me a screenshot, send it to my Facebook. I'm going to give you a list of over damn near 150 games, okay? And you can pick whichever game you want. And yes, there are AAA titles in there. You will have it free. That is Nickmoses05 throwing it down there. Wish I had the bomb working. Okay, but nonetheless, they've reduced their store cut from 30% to 12%. Now, I will tell you, this is something that has already been done by Epic Games. Epic Games did it in challenge against Steam as well. A lot of people said Epic Games threw a wrench in there, man. Epic Games is the reason I'm telling you that Microsoft's now able to do it, and they threw a wrench in the verse Epic and Apple case, and there's Epic. I'm going to tell you, Epic Games did throw a little wrench in it. But Epic Games has still got a lot of work to do, man. Right now, they got a lot of cash coming in. They got a huge cash flow coming in. But at some point, the cash cow can stop. So they need to go ahead and make stable ground. They are doing certain things, but one thing I will say is the storefront. I hear a lot of people complaining about the Epic Games storefront. Now, Steam, everyone knows Steam is, man, integrating with this. It works with that, and Steam is just beautiful. But it's the only choice. 75% of people probably, I would say PC gamers are using Steam. 75%. That would be my guess. Okay. My guess would just be 75. I ain't even going to talk about it no more. Let's go ahead and pull up the article. According to internal documents filed in the ongoing Epic Games versus Apple case. So these were documents that were actually put forward in this case. Microsoft has plans to reduce its cut on digital downloads on the Xbox console store from 30% to 12%. So this is part of the things that they're putting forward. Found in court documents first spotted by The Verge, Microsoft shares various information and data about its digital storefronts on Windows 10 and Xbox. In a section covering revenue shares, Microsoft lists the Windows store cut changing from 30% to 12% sometimes in 2021. This news was just announced last week by Microsoft. In that same session, Microsoft similarly says it plans to reduce its store cut on Xbox by the same amount, also sometime in 2021. Now, as you said, this reduction on console games hasn't happened yet. These docs suggest Microsoft is or was planning to reduce the Xbox store cut this year. Okay? Now, just to pull this up, as you see those numbers there, and I'm going to explain why this means something to me. Because if you're a developer, indie developer, let's say, I'm going to do even better. Let's say a big developer, because indie developers usually do get cuts. As much as people overdo this whole, Steam gets 30% and, Steam actually does have discounted rates, man, for indie developers. So it's not like Steam's just charging these indie developers 30%. Let's get that out the way. Okay, that's first. They are giving them lower percentage cuts. I mean, they're taking lower percentage cuts against indie developers. But the reason this is big is exclusivity. All right, I almost slipped up there. But if Xbox able to lock in exclusive deals with specific games, it makes it even more strong. And a lot of people don't know. Right now, Xbox is killing it, man. Xbox Game Pass is rocking out. Okay, Game Pass for. I'm gonna explain. If you were to buy an Xbox right now and you did not have a single game, you would sign up for Game Pass and you would have enough games to play to, I can't tell you how many years. Now, we do got the PlayStation Store and all these other stores, but Xbox Game Pass, I am telling you, listen to me. Listen. Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, didn't mean. Sorry. Take a sip, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm back. But it's hands down the best. I was playing, what is it, Outriders? Came out, I downloaded it. No problem. How many Shenmues and Yakuzas I done played? Witcher, I get to play. You know what I mean? Bethesda, they got the whole lineup there. It is so many games, it is ridiculous. All the Gears, Halos, you name it. If somebody is going to sit here and tell me Xbox Game Pass is full of watered down games, they are just haters. I'm just going to say it. You just haters. Because Xbox Game Pass has tons of hot titles. I haven't seen it for PlayStation. So I'm not going to say PlayStation Store is trash. I'm not going to say anywhere else is trash. But I can tell you about Game Pass. If you got Game Pass Ultimate, you don't even have to say nothing. And then you're going to talk about streaming the game from your Xbox. I ain't even going to go there. Y'all already know what Microsoft doing. So, Microsoft, I want to say, has confirmed this is bogus. Oh, this is bogus. So, I'm going to pull it up just to confirm. But I do believe I was reading this right before the show aired. And the decision was found out that this is bogus. So I'm going to see if I could actually find that somewhere. But no, you know what? I'm not even going to waste my time. But I think it was from The Verge that reported it. And Microsoft was stating that these plans were plans that they either possibly wanted to put forward or thought about, but it was nothing they had in concrete. And the reason Microsoft can say that because these documents were used as evidence to put forward, I'm not sure on the behalf of Epic. I would think on behalf of Epic, but I'm not sure if Epic or Apple. They're putting forward to say, hey, this is the plans Microsoft was planning to do. Okay, Microsoft was planning on getting this cut. You know, they were planning on doing this too. So I guess that's how it came about. But Microsoft said, hell no, we ain't doing that. You crazy. Shoot, 30%. We getting that money, man. We ain't doing that. Don't think about it. But it was nice to hear about it. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong on that. Okay, let me know. I might be wrong. But I do want to get to calls. I'm trying, you know. I'll be on the podcast all day. So I'm going to just go ahead and get through this last one. We're going to go real fast. Do I got anything? Let me. Yes. I love it. Oh, man. I love the pictures. Pictures are nice, man. Really nice. I love it. So, Valve, Steam. I got you up there. All right. Valve, you're wonderful. I'm going to tell you. Half-Life was amazing. Half-Life 2, beautiful. Oh, beautiful games. Team Fortress. Amazing. Those are classics. These are old games I'm talking about, man. I can't tell you how many other games. Y'all want to start talking about Portals and all that. Beautiful. Beautiful. You guys held it down, man. You're the king. You own everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Get up to you. But you getting sued right now. Okay, you getting sued. You know why you getting sued? Because Humble Bundle is one of the places that actually tried to say, can I get some integration? And what you tell them? Hell no, you ain't getting no integration. Give them keys. We're not dealing with you, Humble Bundle. Be gone. And what happened? They come forth. Let's pull up the document and start talking. Just 2 days before Apple gets dragged into California court to justify its 30% App Store fee. And 2 days after Microsoft axed its 30% cut on PC, which we found out, correct me if I'm wrong, it's bogus, okay? We're learning that gaming giant Valve is now facing down lawsuits against its own 30% cut and alleged anti-competitive practices with its PC gaming platform, Steam. Valve abuses its market power to ensure game publishers have no choice but to sell most of their games to the Steam store, where they are subject to Valve's 30% toll, argues indie game developer and Humble Bundle creator Wolfire Games in a lawsuit filed Tuesday. Shout out Wolfire Games. Humble Bundle. Check out the link too. I mentioned it again. I got the link in the description. You know, if you watch a podcast, it should be there too. Just click on it, you know, check it out. I could, you know, you're helping me and you're also donating to charity when you do that. You got to love that. Okay. But I can go on and on with this one too. They got documents here. Okay. Look at that. Going through, man. This is no joke. Okay. It's put forward. This is the real deal. When them court documents come out, and we know who we talking about, those court documents come out, it's a real thing, man. Okay. So I'm going to cover real quick as to how Valve might be abusing its power. There's a laundry list of complaints that you might want to read in full, which is down below. So if you guys want to read it, you can check this out on The Verge. But what I'm going to do is just cover these bullet points. Every other company's attempt to compete with Steam has failed to make a dent, even though many of them offer developers a bigger cut of profits, such as Epic Game Store 88% revenue share. What I mentioned earlier about Epic Game Store taking that. They even tried and said, hey, you know what? What we're going to do is everyone who comes over here, if you're a developer, we're going to give you this much. We're only going to take this amount. Beautiful. All right. Steam doesn't allow publishers to sell PC games and game keys for less money elsewhere. Damn, do you hear that? Steam doesn't allow publishers to sell PC games and game keys for less money elsewhere. So that in turn means rival game platforms can't compete on price, which keeps them from getting a foothold. So you can't even compete with Steam. You can't. Okay? Steam doesn't allow publishers to sell the games and keys for less money elsewhere. So you can't sell it anywhere less. Damn, that is kind of, I ain't gonna lie, that sounds like a little monopoly there. But most of these rival game stores have largely given up. Like how EA and Microsoft have each brought their games back to Steam. Damn. That ensures Steam stays the dominant platform because companies that could have become competitors are reduced to simply feeding the Steam engine with their games or selling Steam keys. Damn, look at that. And look, there we go. We talk about the keyless direct integration that Humble Bundle was trying to do that they didn't get. But Wolffire Games versus Valve Corporation. And look at that. Damn, damn, damn. Look familiar, don't it? So, that's how I feel for Valve. And I'm going to get ready to take calls. Now, before I take calls, one thing I want to say before I take calls, okay, is that I will be doing my interview with Team Executor next Sunday. I'll probably be doing it early Sunday before the live stream. I will not be doing it live. Okay, so you guys don't have to be trying to tune in for it like right at that time. I will be doing it separate from my podcast. I will have it recorded, edited, and I'm going to try to have it up by Wednesday of the following week. The reason being is there's a lot of things I want to do as far as promotion and other things for this interview before I just put it out there. Okay. And I also want to make sure I can be able to send it to the other party. The other party can be able to listen to that and say, hey, how they feel about it. If they feel like that's okay, if it's good to go, might take a couple different edits for that. So I want to be able to hold till Wednesday. Just give me the Wednesday or a little bit longer, to be honest, to get that out to you. But next Sunday is when I'm doing it. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right. Let me pull it back. Hold on. I got to cut my headset back on. I know I cut the headset off. So apologize. I answered. But, you know, work with me. Work with me. Now, Nickmoses05. Oh, I hear the echo. Here we go. Who we at? I don't know how I'm hearing myself. That's nice. Okay. Nickmoses05 Podcast. Who do I have on the line? Oh, man, I had him. I had you. I don't know what happened. Now, look, let me go ahead and check. No, I spoke to Joe. I was about to check and see if my stuff was messed up. But I hollered at Joe. Okay, so I got to be. Okay, here we go. Nickmoses05 Podcast. Who do I have on the line?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Now, do you got me on a double voice or something?
Nah.
I'm echoing to myself. Can everybody else hear the echo? Can you hear the echo?
No.
Look, yes, you're echoing. Yo, my man. I already know this rainy. Rainy, man. What are you doing? You got me on the echo or something, man. Can you fix it?
Hold up. Okay, is it gone?
Hold up. Let's check. Let's see if I'm... That's better. There we go. I'll take it. I hear it a little bit, but we good. Rainy, I already knew your voice, man. I got the young OG Rainy in the house. Rainy, how you doing today, man?
Pretty good.
That's good, man. So let me ask first before we dive into anything. Rainy, how's the YouTube channel, all the social media stuff been going, man? I know you've been out there. How's that been going?
I don't really post, I haven't been posting. I'm not gonna lie, I've been lacking a little bit. I got a couple videos that I gotta edit, though. I hit 80 subscribers. I don't even know how, because I ain't been doing nothing.
He hit 80. Oh, man, congrats, man. So you right there at 100. I'm going to shout you out again. Hope everybody watch this. Yo, my man, PK Rainey. Go check out his YouTube. I believe you can just search PK Rainey. He come right up. Okay. And I put the hot tub back as the background. Don't mind that, PK. I'm just relaxing. Okay. So, PK, I've been waiting for you, man, because I need this young opinion here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and start. Let me ask you about these clone SX mod chips. Now, PK, before I even dive into this, you were one that you said, man, it shouldn't take this damn long for an update. You were one that was like, man, all they doing is copying and pasting, dog. What's taking them so long, man? They need to push out these updates. Okay, so let me ask you, PK, with these SX clones that are coming out, first let me ask, do you think this is real?
Probably, not gonna lie. China, I don't know how, but they always figure out a way to, actually do, crazy ass stuff.
They do. I'll give you that. They do find out to do crazy. But we do crazy stuff here, too. I'm gonna be honest, PK, what you think? It might be, maybe they lying. You think that China would be more than likely to develop those counterfeit chips before the United States at this point?
Not gonna lie, probably. Just because they got, not gonna lie, they're mad advanced when it comes to, technology and just producing, stuff in general. So I think if anything, they're gonna be starting to do stuff like that before us.
Okay. And, those clone chips, I will say, it wouldn't be nothing new. We've been through this rodeo before. There's been many other systems that had clone chips that come out. So it's not like, the worst thing in the world. But let me ask, PK, what do you think these clone chips mean for Team Executor? Do you think this, does it help? Does it hurt? Or does it do nothing?
Honestly, at this point, I don't really think it's going to do nothing because they're clearly they're not able to really do stuff. At this point, FBI's basically shut them down, so they're not really able to do much, especially with the chips area. So yeah.
Okay, and I feel you on that. I will say, since the arrests have been made, a lot of different operations have stopped for Team Executor. One thing I've noticed is that the forums, the website, the activation, a lot of different things have been going down very often. So I'm not sure why that is, but that's, some of the questions I'll pose on my interview next Sunday when I do it. So now that I got that out the way, PK, you're one that I can tell when you get on the video game, man, you probably say some of the slickest stuff that you probably wouldn't say in person. I can tell, PK. I just feel it. I feel like you'll tell somebody, your mama sucks big donkey black booty hole. And they'd be like, whoa, PK, whoa. But really the truth is that you're just doing it because you're trying to have fun with the game. What do you feel about Riot Games recording voice chat and saying they're doing it to stop hate speech? How do you feel about that? Yo, my man, I lost you. Hey, I told you he was one of them ones, man. You get on there, you be cussing, he be sweating. Man, I tell you, so. PK, man, where you at? Hold on, let me make sure. Because sometimes it be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just make sure. PK, I hope I didn't lose you, man. Do I still got you, PK? I lost PK, man. Call back, man. I lost PK. I lost him. Nickmoses05 Podcast. Who do I have on the line?
Holla at your boy.
Oh, it's my dog. My dog. Becoming undone. My dog. What's going on with you, my man?
Not much. Just having a lazy day.
Man, I know. I feel the same way, man. It's a beautiful day today. I was just kind of relaxing, going through all these different subjects, different things I want to talk about, just kind of reading into it. And I'm glad you called because you keep it 100, okay? You keep it 100. So I'm going to ask you, we're going to start with these chips, these clone chips. They are here. We've been talking about it for a while, but now they here. So I'm going to ask you, my man, Becoming Undone, what do you think these clone chips mean for Team Executor?
Oh, it's going to be more exposure because people are able to get something to be able to put in their switches to be able to run the firmware. That CFW, I mean, they're going to have a way. I mean, right now, I mean, everybody's trying to talk that crap. Oh, Team Executor, they're done for the FBI, blah, blah, blah. FBI ain't that jack in China. China is where all this kind of come out, you know. They're going to have the players that's going to try to, you know, everybody tries to copy the original. They always try to be the next best thing. So, yeah, they're going, I mean, cloning is, what's the saying? Imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I remember that. That's about right.
I mean, this is paying homage to Team X by doing this. I mean, in a sense, it's kind of like stealing too, but I mean, it's going to boost some business because people are going to be able to put custom firmware on there. Of course, you know, it is going to depend on the sites and they're up or down, you know, to activate some licenses and crap. And of course, you know, depending on what Team X can update and all that, you know, if they're going to be able to update and keep them from going past what is it, 11.0, you know, with that cracked SX firmware version and everything from that point. But I think it's going to be good for business because people are wanting to take those revisions, you know, from past the Marico and actually have some lights to be able to jailbreak and to have those other switches that they want to mess with.
And I agree. I'm sitting on my same chips that I got, and I've been sitting on those chips for a while, and I can install them, but I have a feeling like something's telling me, you know what, Nick, you know, you might need to use them. You don't know if the server's going to be up, and then you got SXOS being cracked. You got these clone mod chips coming out. But one thing we never talked about, and I remember you talking about on a previous podcast, is the quality of Team Executor's work versus clones. Do you think this clone is going to be better than the Team Executor mod chips, or do you think we're going to be paying more for a lesser imitation, a knockoff product?
At first, it's going to be a little bit high because, you know, people going to be wanting to get their hands for it. It's supply and demand, as we know. And so it's going to be up there at first, you know, because they're going to see who all's going to want to buy them. And if people start buying them, then, of course, it'll kind of come down a little bit. So, and with the quality, I mean, it's going to be hit or miss depending on who's manufacturing these clone chips and where you get them from. Because, I mean, when I got my Team X set up, you know, I didn't get the chip. I got basically the dongle and all that. You know, that was easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. It was wonderful, you know. It was like a facelift for my Switch. And then people, you know, were able to get the chips for the light and for the other switches and stuff like that, and got the trinket mods and stuff like that. Wonderful stuff. I mean, they were top notch. So here, I think they're probably going to have a few bugs because depending on who's making them and who all's cloning them, and you're going to have people that's going to clone clones. I mean, because they just don't want to make more money. They're going to be like, hey, I got the SS clone chip. It's $50 compared to Joe Blow over here for $75. But you go get that chip. And if I remember, there's a site where you can actually make like some little boards and crap like that. And you could probably quote me and mark my words. Somebody go use that site and probably make an SX clone chip and have just a booty of a chip that ain't worth a crap, and sell that crap and rip some people off using those little that little site to make them little boards and crap like that, and you go have a ride.
Yo, and I'm gonna tell you, now that you speak on that, I remember Xbox 360 when I was buying my Team Executor products, and then I started buying the clones, and then I moved on to the Matrix chips. And some people may remember these Matrix chips, but they were totally different. And you know, I got it. I still have them. I never used them because I tried one time and it wasn't similar enough to what I was used to. And you're right. When you got different chips, you got different ways. You might need to remove, you know, this capacitor on this one, but you leave it there on the other one. And it's a lot of different things. And because of that, I just did exactly like, you know, most people do. I just stick with what I know. And I kept buying my Cool Runners and I stayed away from Matrix. But I'm worried. I'm thinking you're right on that. It might be someone who sees it and said, hey, I'm just going to make a clone of a clone. Then someone says, I'm going to make a clone of the clone of the clone, you know, and before you know it, we might have some boo-boo of a chips, man, like you said. You know, it's possible, but I'm hoping the best. I'm hoping we do get a lot of chips that do work on these Nintendo Switches. That way we got a lot of Nintendo Switches out there where people can't get chips. We can still keep the whole thing moving. So I am hoping for that. Now, I'm going to ask you about Riot Games, man. Riot Games said you can't use no racial epithets, no hate speech. We don't want none of that. What do you think about that with Riot Games?
Well, dang, I have a lot of lovely nicknames for my friends. You know, I mean, I don't want to sound racist, but I mean, I call all my buddies honkies and G's, and I mean, dang, I mean, my brothers even call me, you know, White Wolf and everything else. I mean, Wakanda forever. I mean, let them record me. They gonna have fun laughing their asses off, you know. Dang. Oh
man, and that's
they gonna have the comedy reels. All I can say. If they want to sue me, sue me.
Yo, and that's what I wondered, man, because you know, I was speaking earlier. That's to me when you get online and you open yourself to game chat. The moment you cut your system on and you read the Xbox Live or PlayStation terms of service or whatever it is, I'm sure they cover in there somewhere. You must be 18 or older. One. Okay, and then the second thing should be, you know, we're not responsible for what these people saying. So, you know already when you come on there, you're going to hear something that you might not like. My little daughter, you know, 5 years old, was on Fortnite party mode, you know, and she doing a dance, and these boys getting behind her booty, and they talking about, oh, you're fucking gay, man, you're so-and-so, and they just let it out. You know what I mean? They just let it out. They just say it. And then she's right there. But you know what I trained her to do is say, baby, hit the start. The moment they say a cuss word, you go right to mute them. And now she knows if I walk in and I'm hearing somebody cussing and you haven't muted them, we got a problem. That's it. Simple parenting. I would think that's very simple. But apparently, Riot Games said we're taking a step further. We don't trust your damn kids, and we don't trust you. So if you call any of your friends them names, you will be banned. So, do you think this will work?
No, because listen, you got some friends that, I'm gonna be honest, you can slur that hard on, and they know, hey, that's your love language to them. That's your brotherly love language. And you got other people you can cuss out, and you know that's your love language to them. And then, you know, for number one, they on your friends list, so that's your friends. You can talk to them how you want to. Now, if you just got an acquaintance all of a sudden pop in your party or something, and they ain't on your friends list, yeah, maybe so. There might be a reason for it, but this is all for your friends list. And like I said, they just gonna have a gag reel. They will get sued because people will be like, "We here talking to friends for a reason. We want to tell them whatever we want to tell them." Back out of my business.
No, I agree with you, man. Now, Halo Infinite. They got some news talking about a bunch of different stuff. Cross-play, you got Discord integration, you got beta tests coming up. Do you think this is more of just buttering us up for a big fall again? Or do you think we actually might see some?
If they come through with all that, man, then they are balling. Because listen, I used to be one of the big Halo fans, and to be honest, I'm considering like coming on back to the Halo series and all that and getting the Xbox again. Because, man, a lot of people do use Discord, and to integrate that in there, And my only issue I'm thinking is I'm hoping they're not going to have lag with that, because people that stream games and stuff like that, Discord, it takes up a lot of resources. So they going to have to really know their P's and Q's to make sure they don't mess up, any of the gameplay and stuff like that. And then, if they go on to stream that stuff, there's a lot of factors into that. So if they can pull it off, hey, man, they going to have a lot of people happy. Yeah. If they're just pulling our legs, they're going to make a lot of people mad. So I'm going for the heads up on that. I would love to see that.
Okay, good. And that's what I'm saying. I love to see it too, man. We're going to wait to see it and see what happens. Now, we going to move on. One thing I want to ask you specifically on, because I love to get your take on these things, is this esports with the whole, the We Play and the 1X betting, man. They got 1X. They align themselves with a company that's been known to bet on kids, that's been in illegal activities. They had a Pornhub casino where the dealers were topless. You just played your game. They just had the tig old bitties out. They was just dealing the cards, and that was it. Do you think that this was a dumb idea for We Play to team up with 1xBet? Or do you think, regardless if Mortal Kombat leave, regardless if Tekken leaves or whatever, they align themselves with somebody who at least got some resources?
Well, I mean, they got somebody got some money to back them, so that's a good thing. They got tig old bitties, and you can't go wrong there. So the kiddies can get out of the playground. And, man, I mean, you got some of the best things. You got a casino, you got drinks, you got tig old bitties. You know the party is going down, man. It's like R. Kelly said. Once the party's down, they go into the after party. And after the after party, it's the hotel lobby. So, I mean, they got it burning.
Yo, I didn't even think about it like that, man. You broke it down. You right, man. They got everything. They got the games. They got the women. They got the money. They gonna have the drinks, the food. I didn't even think about it like, no wonder they align themselves with 1xBet. You ain't lying, man. They got everything. But I understand, Mortal Kombat, and they just said, hey, we ain't with that. But I didn't see Soul Calibur leave. Okay, I ain't see they ain't say Soul Calibur. So what, are you taking one game, you're not taking another?
Mortal Kombat, right? Mortal Kombat, they took and they covered up everybody's chest. They didn't want to show a lot of booty. We didn't want to offend nobody. Get my pacifier and my diaper out. Somebody change me, Man, they need to get over that crap. I mean, in the 90s, everybody had everything hanging out, And I'm not saying it's necessarily right all the time, but for that series, that's what got them where they got to. So they need to quit crying like a baby and just let it all hang out like it was. That's what got them where they are.
That's true. They did have it all hanging out. They try to dress up their characters. Now, you're right. We are turning to this, and that was something I mentioned earlier. Are we getting soft? Are we, it seems like, words are really, you might be at McDonald's cussing someone out and do time. You know what I mean? Like, I got locked up for cussing somebody out. Like, I don't know what it's coming to, but I can say that for this, Mortal Kombat and Tekken are out of there. But I agree. We Play and 1xBet gonna have one hell of a deal, and I didn't think about that. The tig old bitties, the games, the drinks, and so and so. I actually might sign up for the next We Play event. I don't know where it's at, but now you just convinced me. And my wife, I'll bring her along just so she makes sure ain't nothing going on. Now, coming undone, I'm gonna ask you before I let you go. Microsoft, they said they reducing their cut, man. All these different publishers and everybody, you got the games. Bring your games on to Microsoft. Bring them on to Death Row Records, man. We ain't gonna take 30%. Like you got your boy over there doing. Sean Puffy Combs over there. He taking 30%. I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm not Steam. I'm gonna just take me a nice 12. What do you think of that? Do you think, and Michael, now I heard this was confirmed false, but those documents were brought up in court for the Epic versus Apple case. Do you think Microsoft is lying, or do you think they telling the truth? They had no plans to change.
Well, we gonna speak hypothetically, because until I see the documents, it's gonna be hard to believe. Because I know all them big companies love money, but if they going for that, they going for the jugular, and they trying to put Steam out. If they gonna take 12%, man, they balling elsewhere, man. They got some money circulating in some other things besides the video games, and hey, more power to them, because to take that much of a cut on getting some revenue and stuff like that, they pretty stout in some other parts. So
yeah, that's
I'm all for it, because like you were saying earlier, the indie developers and stuff like that need a little help getting off the ground there, they really need some of that cut. So hey, Microsoft, hey, they playing hardball, they wanting to get the business. And listen, if they can get one of them indie game developers, like we talking about the PC Valheim blew up, man. And something like that can have a cult following, get a sequel, and then all of a sudden, Microsoft just tell them, hey, homie, guess what? We fronted you up, we let you hook it up, and man, I helped you get started, man. Why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you make this a timed exclusive, or just an exclusive with me, G? Hook a homie up, But, guess what? I'm going to get you a ticket to the Tig Old Bitties, and you won't be soft at all.
Yo, and I'm not going to lie, Microsoft, if they were to do, they're now changing. The whole thing last generation was they couldn't come up with these hit first-party titles. They just fell flat. Everybody was talking about the PlayStation games, but it seems like Microsoft this time around is putting everything forward to try to give the most massive amounts of games to people for the lowest price point per month. So I got to give Microsoft credit. Now, Becoming Undone. Any last words you got to say before you're out, my dude?
I'm going back old school. Everybody, y'all listen well. Bring Nick Mo that lunch money, the food stamps, the welfare check, and your tithe money to my man Nick Mo. Like, subscribe, share, put the word out. Even if you got to go down to your neighbor's house, knock on the door and say, like and subscribe. Get on that YouTube, that Facebook. Get on the Twitch, every single social media platform you can. Put the word out for my boy.
Appreciate that. Man, I need to have you introducing me every time. My man Becoming Undone. I'm going to holler at you, my dude.
All right, later.
Nickmoses05 Podcast. Who do I have on the line?
What's going on, Nick? It's Joe again.
Yeah, Joe. All right. So, Joe, let's get into it, man. You want to talk about these mod chips. I know you researched it. You were looking at it. Joe, what do you know about these mod chips so far?
Okay, this is what I know so far about the clone mod chips. They only work on Atmosphere, and here's my take on why they're targeting Atmosphere.
Okay.
Here's the deal. I think if they are only working on Atmosphere, there's two reasons why I think that's not correct.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the deal. SXOS stops at 11.0.0. So if someone has a chip switch that's below 11, obviously they can use SXOS because they could just launch the payload through Hikakte, or you just go to the reboot into payload and just change your configurations in your INI folder. Here's the deal. The reason why they said Atmosphere mod chip is coming, because Nintendo is looking for SXOS chips. They're not looking for Atmosphere chips. Once these chips get to the United States, Nintendo's going to go after Atmosphere and go after the guy with the signature patches. That's what's going to happen, because they're going to say, hey, you guys made them. False information. Those people right now need to say, we're not part of these mod chips. So it's documented online and on the internet.
Okay.
Because we'll wind up losing Atmosphere, and we'll wind up losing the guy with the signature patches. Even though the signature patches are illegal, Atmosphere isn't, because it doesn't condone piracy. But that guy, I forget his name, that does the Atmosphere channel, he needs to make something that says, hey, look, I'm no part of these chips at all. Because Nintendo's going to go right after him.
Now, and Alchemy, my man Alchemy Game, I'm glad you came by, man. Stop by. Alchemy said there's only one reason they don't work with SXOS. They haven't recreated the DRM that TX added. Of course, not that they would want to, which we understand, but he's saying that's why they will not work with SXOS. Now,
but what happens if you're using the cracked SXOS?
And that's where I'm going to go with you, Joe. So is it to the point where, you know, and that's might be some things I don't want to pose, you know, Alchemy Gaming. I got a whole thing I'm gonna get for you. Okay, I know where we going. Okay, but he's got a lot of information. But I am curious to that, Joe, as well, as far as he cracked SXOS. Will we be seeing a lot of people get these mod chips and running? Okay, the DRM is on the actual chip and the software. Okay, all right. So that kind of clarifies it. So pretty much by what Alchemy Gaming is saying, man, it's not gonna work with SXOS. Now, you know, I'm gonna go ahead out. You know, I'm gonna bug him later because I know I got a million questions for Alchemy. You know what I mean? We got people out here talking about, where's my chips? Where's my SX core? My SX Lite? I'm sitting here. I can't update. I can't, you know, it's just all over. So Alchemy, I got a whole thing. I'm not even gonna bother him right now. Okay, but I'm glad he did give that information. It's all a little over my head, but to be honest, they would need to work hard on it with a little payoff. Okay. All right, so he said it's something they would have to work hard on, be a little payoff for them because they'll be using SXOS, but currently doesn't go past 11.0.0. But like you've seen, we've seen it like cracked and patched to work with the latest, but it doesn't have certain features working. It's kind of, you know, and I still think we're in this roller coaster type of phase where we're trying to still figure things out. But at least I love to hear news, so I'm glad with that. Now, Joe, I know you went to that website, that Chinese website. Was there anything in particular that they were talking about? Did people seem to believe this is real? Or did people think this is like all, you know, just rumors going around getting us hyped up?